When your heart is filled with compassion, everything begins to go smoothly. It might be that one day when you go to work, your boss suddenly assigns you an enormous task, an impossible mission for any one person, the workload of 10, and it never ends. You might find yourself working into the night, 1 or 2 a.m., even 3 or 4, day after day, including weekends, yet there's no end in sight. If this happens, that's not just bad luck. It's the result of negative karma. It's not misfortune, it's karmic retribution for past harmful actions, though you may not be aware of it. You might be stirring up conflict, gossiping, or damaging others' reputation thinking you're doing nothing wrong or even something helpful, but these are harmful deeds. You must realize this is how karma operates. That is why we should always be self-reflective, even when no one is watching. We must constantly examine our thoughts, words, and actions, whether they stem from kindness and whether we truly consider others' perspectives. Are we truly empathetic? Do we genuinely think deeply on others' behalf? We must act with caution, with reverence, as if walking on thin ice. Strive to bring happiness to others, to leave room for others, to give support and encouragement. In others' darkness, be a guiding light to help them out. Avoid becoming a source of suffering. Never let your words or actions deepen someone else's darkness. Someone might have been content, but after hearing your words, they fall into sadness. Someone might already be in pain, but your words intensify their suffering, yet you still believe you are being helpful. In truth, you were invading their privacy, enjoying gossip, poking into others' secrets, or watching from the sidelines for entertainment. But everything you do will swiftly return to you. That is the law of karmic reflection. Say someone is suffering because her husband is having an affair or keeping a mistress. You see she is on the verge of collapse. What mindset and words would truly comfort her? You must interact with care and consider how not to let her sink deeper into despair, but instead rise again. So you become deeply empathetic. You watch your words carefully. You mentally rehearse how to approach the conversation. You keep your intention clear to relieve her suffering and bring her peace, not increase her pain. You might say, "Ma'am, this rumor about your husband keeping a mistress might not be true. Don't jump to conclusions without verifying. Maybe he's under a lot of stress at work, and this is misguided coping mechanism. I can see from your face that your marital connection seems strong. I believe he will return to you. Don't worry. Even if he's temporarily strayed, I believe he's a good, kind man who loves you deeply. He is just momentarily lost his way. If there is a chance, I'd be happy to talk to him and understand the truth. Please don't rush to judgment. I truly believe your husband is a good person." This is compassion. This is relieving suffering and bringing joy and hope. When you cultivate this mindset regularly, you'll find that even work overwhelms you, somehow your boss becomes understanding. Just when you are on the verge of quitting, your workload is shifted. You are moved to a new position that was rumored to be tough, but you discover it's actually easy and enjoyable. The new supervisor turns out to be incredibly warm and kind, even kinder than your previous one. You realize the place you were scared to go is full of happiness, while the job you once thought was comfortable was actually suffocating. Only after being transferred do you realize how miserable your previous environment truly was. This is how the law of existence works. When your intention is to bring happiness and relieve others' suffering, even if they don't materially benefit, they feel a sense of warmth. And in giving that one portion of happiness to others, you receive tenfold in return. You might have suffered from depression, yet suddenly you feel healed. Without medication, you feel inexplicably joyful. Unexpected blessings begin to come your way, and you might not even realize you are doing something good. But this is precisely how the mirror of karma works. Therefore, do no evil, practice all good. This must come from the deepest place of empathy. You must constantly vigilantly examine your thoughts and behaviors. Your world is created by your own inner actions. The concept of the karmic mirror reveals the code of life, how to build your heaven rather than unconsciously creating your own hell. Let me tell you, this world is an ocean of suffering because sentient beings are filled with twisted thoughts and harmful actions. They unknowingly create their own hell endlessly and ceaselessly, day and night, year after year, lifetime after lifetime, accumulating vast amount of negative karma and sinking deeper into suffering without realizing it. If you want to change your outer world and attain happiness, the most effective method is not through praying to God or deities, not through making vows or exotic rituals. These are merely surface-level remedies. True healing begins from within by reflecting on every thought and every word arises in you. Be vigilant. Your destiny can change in an instant. If you truly repent with sincerity and your actions and mindset aim to give joy and relieve suffering, your fate will quickly change. It begins at the root, not just in doing good deeds like volunteering or disaster relief. You must, in all your interactions and relationships, maintain a mindset of compassion. Then your fate will transform. In a moment, you'll understand what it means to go from suffering to peace, a wise action born of deep empathy. And soon, good fortune will find you. You'll be cared for by others, older sisters and brothers, peers alike. The people around you will treat you more kindly. Once you may have lamented that you had no mentors or benefactors. But once you truly repent and commit to a life of compassion and kindness, your benefactors will begin to appear.